Hey guys, what is up, and I welcome each and every one of you to a very special Did You Know episode. So this one is going to be a little different than the usual ones I make, but I think it will still be very interesting. So as of very recently, there's been a lot of talk and hype over a champion called ao-shin, who apparently now is actually renamed to Aurelion Sol. A writer made a post on their boards essentially announcing that this dragon champion that was announced several years ago and hyped up for so long and then went into the dark is now re-emerging as a more or less new type champion. Now, if you're a veteran League of Legends player and you've been around for a long time, chances are you've heard of ao-shin before. Maybe you were even around when ao-shin was initially announced and hyped up. Or maybe you're a bit newer to League of Legends, you don't know so much about ao-shin, maybe have heard a thing or two, but you're not really 100% sure why does everyone seem so excited about this champion. So the point of this video is to essentially make things more interesting, hype you up for the champion coming out hopefully very soon, go over ao-shin's lore, the past, what Riot has said about him, what we know so far, and hopefully this video will hype you up a bit more about this champion coming up very soon that is a dragon type champion, and that you find the video interesting. It all began back in 2013 when ao-shin was teased on the Chinese qualifier stream, followed by a sneak peek post on the official forums. The post was titled Champion Sneak Peek ao-shin, and in this post he went over the very basic information of ao-shin, such as a very quick look at his lore, calling him a powerful storm dragon and guardian of the natural world. Legend holds that when Ionia faces its greatest crisis, ao-shin will descend from the sky. He talked about the inspiration for the name, with Ao being a family name of the mythological dragon kings who rule water and weather, and Shin, which in their context of this champion meant prosperity, which obviously instantly told everyone that his basis or the way he's gonna be played is him controlling the storm or weather. And then he just ended off the post in a cliffhanger type form by just saying that there's still a lot of work left in this champion's kit. So naturally, after such a post, especially way back when, this is extremely exciting news for everyone. Not only are we getting a dragon type champion, but he controls the weather, the storm, he's insanely unique looking. And with all due respect, back in those days, Riot's champions weren't as interesting or as, I would say, unique as they are currently. And because of that, the hype for this champion was even higher. But unfortunately, even though they talked about him so early, his kit was actually nowhere near to be fully completed, his lore wasn't set in place, and overall just his purpose in Runeterra wasn't set in stone. And because of all of these different types of combinations and issues, ao-shin was consistently put on the delay. But there's been other sightings of ao-shin, there's been fan creations such as in-game models, fan-made abilities, and things like that. But one of the more popular sightings of ao-shin was back when Spirit Guard Udyr's comic was made to tease the skin.
With their strength, I fear nothing. May stand against me, I am never truly alone.
Now, did you know that initially ao-shin's release date was actually scheduled to be right after Gypsy Lord's second champion, which by now we obviously know was Jinx. But unfortunately and clearly that was not the case, and he was obviously delayed much further. So the hype for this champion fluctuated off and on quite frequently, but it didn't stop people in the community to still make fan-made concepts. Having a true dragon type champion to play with in League of Legends and a champion like that in the lore of Runeterra just sounds so amazing. Some people went the extra step and even created their own fan-made abilities for ao-shin, such as in this example by someone named Abandoned Mantle, and he made an ultimate that is pretty cool where it essentially has ao-shin let out a big roar. A ring of Thunder Lords end up flying out of ao-shin that go across the map, it goes through allies eventually, gives them buffs when it finally reaches them, ao-shin can force a cloud to get to an ally faster, and the playstyle did really seem to be like a mage support type champion. Now, after a very long time of waiting, about 10 months ago, Riot made another statement regarding this champion. This one was actually made by Riot Xenon over on Reddit, and he's the person that also created champions such as Azir, Tahm Kench, Lucian, and helped with the Xerath rework. And in this Reddit post he stated, how they haven't made a kit yet for this champion and they've tried several things but nothing seemed to work out and fit the champion's theme, and how apparently the year of 2015 was still not going to be the year in which we'll see the first true dragon champion. So this was in a way upsetting news, but at least it gave us a light at the end of the dark tunnel. They're still working on this champion and we will eventually see him. And then if we backtrack just a few days, there was another major post on Reddit that talked about an update regarding ao-shin. This is the post I'm sure most of you have either seen or heard of, but in this post they essentially just stated that ao-shin is cancelled. He will not be coming out, we will not see the Storm Dragon champion. However, it's not all bad news because there is still going to be a dragon themed champion coming out. It's just not confirmed that this champion will be a Storm type champion. But on top of that, the name of this new champion is going to be Aurelion Soul, which if you roughly translate it means Golden Sun. But what this meant for ao-shin was he's put into the list of cancelled champions, and there are quite a few. Some of these champions include one called Avasha, who looks somewhat similar to maybe Riven or Diana and is a female type warrior. Or another one that looks like an alien called Aurelion, who everyone at first thought became Heimerdinger, yet it was later confirmed that that is not the case. Or another one called Seth, who now obviously has been transformed and essentially been made into a Zir, and as of recently now finally put into this list as well, our beloved ao-shin. But at least again, it's not all bad news. ao-shin is being remade into another dragon champion called Aurelion Soul, which should be coming out in the first half of this year as stated by Riot. But that is actually about it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, learned something new, found it interesting, informative, or whatever, make sure to hit that like button to show your support. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet to be updated on all the videos I upload. Check out my other videos as well, and I really hope to see you guys for the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.